Hey, what's up, guys? Gemini back with another video, and interesting thing here. Before we get started here, please subscribe to the channel. Gemini888 on Twitter, Vincent Flair on Facebook. I look forward to talking to you guys outside of YouTube. YouTube's really hard to interact, but Facebook and Twitter is a much easier way to get a hold of me. What we're gonna do in this video today is we're gonna talk a little bit about Ric Flair, and man, such an icon, such a legendary figure, such a pioneer in the wrestling industry, and there's probably not a bigger Ric Flair fan out there than me. But every time you see Ric Flair, you can't help but feel a little bit sorry for the guy and everything that he's gone through in his life, like what, 5 or 6 divorces, and his son Reed's heroin overdose. You know, actually today is Reid Flair's, it would have been Reid Flair's, what, 28th birthday or something. God, you just can't help but feel a little bit bad for Ric Flair. So many years on the road, so many times at the bar, so many women and partying all these years. Seems like it's really caught up with age. He just seems like a guy who's depressed. It seems like a guy who has had better days behind him, and it seems like all the partying and all the women and all the booze and all the nights out have really caught up with, you know, Ric Flair, and all the divorces, and man, it's sad. It's sad to think about Ric Flair, and I hate to say this, and I'm not trying to diss Ric Flair at all. I'm not trying to badmouth the icon Ric Flair, because he is an icon to me inside the ring, but the guy seems like kind of a loser outside the ring, and it pains me to say that. It really does. But Ric Flair, honestly, seems like he's probably the greatest wrestler of all times. I have him at least 1 or 2 with Shawn Michaels. Greatest wrestler in the ring, greatest worker, legendary figure. I mean, everybody knows who he is for his in-ring work, but outside the ring, he seems like kind of a dope. He seems like the little boy who could just never grow up and leave the booze and the women on the road and the hotel living and the partying lifestyle alone. And it seems like it's cost Ric Flair a lot. It does. It just seems like when you look at him, the first question that people put on Twitter is he drunk tonight? And I don't know if that's the legacy that Ric Flair wants to leave behind him when everybody says, is he drunk tonight? Is he drunk tonight? And you have to think about that a little deeper. Like, why would he be drunk tonight? Why can't he have a night where he's not drunk? Why can't he have a night where he's not in the hotel with 4 or 5 women, you know, getting drunk and partying all night? You know, what exactly went haywire with the Nature Boy Ric Flair outside the ring when he couldn't let the party lifestyle go and grow up? You know, in his 60s. Why couldn't Ric Flair grow up and get his shit together and forget about the girls and forget about the booze and forget about the bar and forget about all that stuff and just grow up, you know? And I feel bad for him, you know, Reid Flair's birthday, and I feel bad for all the family issues, you know, that he's had and the divorces, and I just see a shell of a former self. So I'm just interested in what you guys think when you see Ric Flair, if you feel a bit sorry for him too. So I'm Gemini, thank you.